Yo guys, Unlimited Resolve here, also known as Ty, bringing you another episode of Unlimited Rants. I should probably make like a bunch of different um like titles and stuff, and oops, that's not what I wanted to do. But nah, I think I'll just keep it like this. I think I'll just keep calling it Unlimited Rants. Anyway, throughout this podcast, I'm probably going to be drinking a lot of water, and I'm probably going to have to edit this because I'm probably going to have to pee a lot. But also, excuse the background noise. Still have my window open because I need to get my dad to turn the thing off. I'm pretty sure I just have to turn the knob, but just in case, I don't want to fuck it up because I'm a dumbass. So, yeah. Anyway, I want to talk about minimalism in this particular podcast. I've recently gotten into minimalism for a bunch of different reasons, right? Minimalism is basically, I don't know. There's a lot of definitions of minimalism, and it's like, how would you say, it's like there's many schools of thoughts, and there's a broad understanding of minimalism. You know, it's got a number of different properties to it, and you know, all of these things, whilst also being conflicting, could also mean minimalism, right? So like, you know, like if you see somebody and you see somebody else who's vastly different, they're both, you know, they can still both be minimalists in their own right. So it's basically like stripping away at the essentials, and it's kind of utilitarian, yeah, utilitarian. Interesting. Utilitarian, where you know you sort of have everything that you need and not exactly want, and you know, stuff that basically is it maximizes the utility of your life, I guess. And that probably is a wrong definition, but it's also like learning to live with less and getting more from less, you know. And then there's also the aesthetics, which is one thing I was interested in, the aesthetics of minimalism. But it's also like decluttering your life, decluttering your thoughts, and basically, you know, living a richer life by spending a lot less and by owning a lot less. And this concept intrigued me, you know. I didn't think I had that much stuff, but then I sort of like looked at myself and I was like, damn, this is a lot of stuff. Why do I have all this crap? I don't know. So you know, I a while ago I sort of purged a little bit of my room. Whoops, I pressed space. I'm sorry. I purged my room a little bit, and you know, I'm still you know, cutting down on stuff. You know, I've gotten rid of some clothing. I still have to keep most of my clothes just until after I lose some weight and get a job and get some more clothes, and then I'll strip away all the excess clothing and stuff like that. Except for like a few t-shirts that I love and I will keep for the rest of my life, because they have a sentimental value, but also, you know, they're very important to me due to their sentimental value. You know, I have a lot of sentimental value in a lot of my items, but I think that the most important ones I just couldn't bear to let go. One of them is my first ever One Piece t-shirt. It was from Uniqlo. That's like a clothing store. I think a lot of people know about it. And it was the feast. You know, it's like everybody around this table drinking, eating, all the One Piece characters, excuse me, pre-time skip, and it says the feast in big fuzzy letters, and it's really nice. It's a white t-shirt with like, I think, a black design and blue, the feast or something. Anyway, and another one is a Rona Project t-shirt, which is another manga that was self-published, and I still follow the series, but they haven't really put something out for a little while, and I'm really sad that they haven't. The main artist unfortunately passed away, and he was very young age as well. It was really unfortunate, but I love those guys so much. I love Rona Project, and if they come back, I will definitely, I think that one of them was like, oh, I'm gonna write the stories. I was like, oh, awesome, dude, like I'm super stoked. I will, like, I'll buy like a bunch of copies, and I think I might actually buy like a bunch of copies of like actual Rona Project as well now, even though I already own it, because I love Rona Project. I'm hoping they're still selling books. I think they are. Yeah, it looks like that they still are. Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I was just checking out the Rona Project homepage. But yeah, those two t-shirts I love so much, and I'm gonna keep them. And there's a bunch of shirts that I bought, and a bunch of clothing that I bought. That's sort of like one size lower than I am now, because I sort of expected to lose weight. I was like, yes, I'm gonna lose weight. So I've had them for a little while actually. So whoops. But yeah, I'm gonna lose some weight and fit into those quite nicely, I hope. But yeah, minimalism is I just love minimalism. It's very frugal as well, and that's something that I'm learning to become as well, frugal. And I'm gonna do my best to try and do those things. Minimalism intrigues me a lot, and I think over the next few years, I'm gonna sort of pare down my belongings to, not something insane like, oh, I'm only gonna live with 100 belongings. Maybe, perhaps, I don't know. But I think definitely, just like, other than perhaps like a library, I think I won't own too much. Like, a handful of clothing, not a handful, but, like very versatile clothing, and a minimalistic wardrobe of some kind, perhaps even do like the 30-day challenge where, you only wear like, not 30-day, 33 item challenge or something like that, right? And it's like, it's pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, like I came across minimalism. I can't remember, but I remember wanting to declutter my life. So I was cleaning my room. I think I had already found minimalism, and I cleaned my room, and something surprising that occurred was I felt much better after cleaning my room. I think I'll make a video about this much later on, like with me, like actually me in there. But minimalism, I don't know, like I feel like I've become more minimalistic, but I'm certainly no minimalist, right? I'm not even gonna try to pretend that. But I'm still very extremely enthusiastic about the subject, and I'm very interested in the subject. And I think definitely, throughout the years, if I continue, and if I'm still alive, I'm just gonna like assume that I'm not gonna die, and I think that's it. Like, I'm gonna establish that right now. Every time I say, in the future, it's basically like, I hope I don't die in the future. This is what I plan to do, kind of thing. So yeah, let's just put that disclaimer out there. But yeah, so minimalism. I'm hoping in the future that I envelope? No, envelope? No, it's like, I hope to embrace, there we go, that was the word, embrace minimalism a little bit more, as part of my life, I guess I also wanted to be frugal, and if you guys don't know what frugal means, I didn't until a while ago actually. It's been a while now since I've learned what frugal means. I played The Sims 3. Anyway, frugal is basically like trying to live kind of the same as minimalism, trying to live with less and making less more, like trying to spend the least amount of money and getting the most out of your money, kind of thing. I think it's a bit more complicated like that than that. Like minimalism, it's a bit more complicated than that. There's a bunch of things. Anyway, so yeah, I think one of the reasons I wanted to become more minimalistic was because I also was very interested in becoming. Wow, just started coughing. Wow, sorry. definitely to become more minimalistic, or frugal. Wait, what was I saying? I I wanted to become minimalistic because I wanted to become more frugal, or I guess I wanted to become frugal, so then I decided to become minimalistic. Actually, I'm not entirely sure which one came first, but anyway, I think the egg came first. Ha! You're so funny, Ty. Terrible, terrible jokes. I'm sorry. That's probably my last terrible joke of this one. Anyway, I think I'm not sure. I don't want to lie to you guys. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna try and save money and become more minimalistic. And I think it's very interesting with all these like different challenges and minimalistic stuff that people have gotten into. It's like I actually drew up funny story. I drew up like plans for my room. This room I'm in right now. This is my room. Like like I mean, it's my parents' house, but it's my room. Like Anyway, and I was like, yeah. So this is what I want to do. I have like terrible colored walls. They're like this really ugly green and this really ugly yellow. And my mom was like, "Oh, you picked the color." I was like, "I picked the green, not the yellow. Like the yellow looks terrible." I remember picking the green. I don't know why I picked green. I think I liked it at that time, but yeah. So I'm gonna change them to like 3 walls are gonna be black, and then one of them is gonna be like, like a red or a blue or something like that. Something cool. And then my floor is gonna be gray. It's gonna be laminate flooring. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it's gonna be like laminate flooring, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and utilize this space as best as I can. So I'm gonna get rid of this huge wardrobe across my wall for some reason. My parents put it, and I'm gonna put because my sort of like I have 4 walls, but one of them is sort of indented, so it's like imagine a square, but then add like a little rectangle on one side that isn't like complete of one side. It's really complicated. Anyway, it's indented, so like it's like I can probably put something there, and the room will still stay generally square from the inside. And I was gonna plan on getting like one of those. I can't remember the names of the beds. Damn it. But it's like a bunk bed, but with no bottom bed. A loft bed. There you go. A loft bed. I'm pretty sure it's called a loft bed. And then having a desk underneath that. So I'm using vertical space as well as horizontal space. And then I was gonna have laminate flooring, and I was gonna have like a bunch of like cabinets or something across my wall. I was gonna have like these hooks drilled into my wall as well. That would have like my clothes and stuff. Like I would have my clothes out in the open, but in like protective wear, because I don't want to get them dusty. Because my room gets really dusty for some reason. God damn it, it pisses me off. But yeah, and it's gonna be like I might have like a couch or something cool, with a 4K TV. Oh my god. The dream, guys, the dream. But yeah, I worked it out. It's going to cost around £500? £600? Something like that? Yeah, something like that. Not super cheap, but not expensive, right? Especially if it's like, I'm going to declutter my life, I'm going to change my life, blah, blah, blah. £600 to change a room is pretty cheap. And it's like, whatever, 30 quid for wallpaper, like 100 for the flooring. Because my uncle does flooring. A couple of my uncles, they're both brothers, do flooring. I guess technically the second cousins once removed. No. Yeah. No. First cousins once. No. So whatever the term is called, it's like my dad's cousin, right? So he we just call him uncle, like because like my dad's cousin is my uncle. Whatever. This is the same generation. Whatever. I don't care. And so yeah, laminate flooring from him. Just black walls, whatever. It was gonna cost. Yeah, roughly 600, I think. I worked it out. I can't remember what it was. I even made up like plans and stuff. But yeah, it was gonna be like super. Like in my mind, it looks super cool. I think it will look super cool if I ever do it, unless like my parents sell off this house and we get a new house or whatever. But yeah, so that's I might still do it regardless. I think I might. But yeah. So I was gonna change my life, change my surroundings, declutter my surroundings, and then that would declutter me, and it helped a lot. When I cleaned my room, I was like, whoa, this weight off my shoulder. And I think I like everything I own is in this room right now. I have a lot of stuff as well. I need to get rid of most of this stuff because this belt's too big. That belt's actually really small. I need to lose like 2 inches off my waist, 2 or 3 inches off my waist, and then I can use this belt. And I think I will manage to do that. I think that's roughly what my waist will be like once I lose enough weight. And this is a cool belt. This is a nice, cool belt. I really like this belt. I've never worn it though, because it's way too thin, you know. Damn, dude, I really want to use that belt. Anyway, so yeah, and it's like, how does minimalism affect my life, right? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, what are you going to do, Ty, to become more minimalistic, right? So the possessions I don't need, I'm gonna get rid of, right? So like my clothing, in terms of clothing, I'm gonna have like, you know, perhaps 3 casual t-shirts, like maybe like what, like 3 in solid colors, and then 3 like printed t-shirts. So 1 white, 1 like freaking dark red, and 1 black or something, and then like, you know, three like sort of printed t-shirts, like casual printed t-shirts that, you know, you wear around friends and stuff. You know, a couple of shirts, maybe like a couple of shirts in like 2 different colors. So it's like two in white, 2 in blue or whatever, and that's pretty much it. And then, you know, a couple of ties, a handful of ties, you know, a grey suit, a blue, black suit, because I don't think you need a blue suit, maybe a blue suit, navy suit rather. You know, a couple of shoes, a couple of boots, a couple of pairs of trousers, maybe 1, you know, 2 different jeans, you know, blue and, well, dark blue and black, and then, you know, just some trousers for work and stuff. That's about it, you know. Like maybe a couple of hats, like a cap, not like hats. Workout clothes, undershirts, like white undershirts, like just basically a t-shirt, like 3 t-shirts or whatever for undershirts that I wear under my, you know, clothing, shirts. Maybe some casual shirts or something, I don't know. But yeah, like a wardrobe, minimalistic wardrobe. That's what I want. You know, own less, like be worried about less, basically. There's actually a funny story. Mark Zuckerberg, I think his name is, from Facebook. He actually wears like the same, like not the same, but you know, like he owns like 10 different t-shirts that are the same color, right? So he owns like the same clothing, and he always wears the same stuff, right? And he chalked that up to when he wakes up, he doesn't, you know, have to make a choice about what clothes he's going to wear. He knows what clothes he's going to wear because it's the only thing he owns. So he puts them on and he doesn't worry about it. Because every decision you make, you know, it sort of affects your next decision, right? If you make no decisions throughout the day and then your first decision comes out, you know, a few hours later, it's like, oh, this is my first decision. I'm fresh, right? I'm fresh for this decision. But if it's like, you know, you've constantly making decisions, it's like your ability to continue to make decisions kind of like falters, I guess, or like, you know, it weakens or whatever. And you know, that's what he chalks it up to. He's like, look, I don't want to ruin, like, I want to make the important decisions in my life. I can't be worrying about the small shit. So he actually, like, you know, does, like, he's super cool, right? I mean, I know there's very negative things about him. I can't remember why I disliked him. Like, there's a reason I disliked him. There's a reason I admired him, and then there was a reason I disliked him. It may have been Steve Jobs instead, actually, now that I think about it. But I'm not sure. Anyway. And then it was like, you know, own less stuff as well, right? But you can pick and choose what you own less stuff in, right? Like shoes. Like, you can own, like, you know, 5 pairs of shoes total, right? 1 pair of trainers, 1 pair of smart shoes, 1 pair of casual shoes. Maybe a boot or 2 boots or something, you know, like, and then another smart shoe in a different color. But maybe you want to own a bunch of books. That's fine. Own a bunch of books, right? Like, books have a reason to be there. I don't really have anything decorative on my walls. I have an X effect like cross sheet or something. It's like this sheet where you have a bunch of boxes and you cross it off every time you are able to do the thing that you wanted to do. So let's say if I want to lose weight and I was like, I want to eat between this and this many calories every day, I'm like, yes, today I did it. That's an X. Today, tomorrow, let's say next day I did it. Yay, X that off as well. It's like a tick sheet. It's like a to-do list, but for one thing and a lot of them. And then I have these like these pictures of like not skulls, but like skulls with like muscle and stuff, like for art. Because I used to do art and I got it from animation when I did animation, and I just stuck it onto my wall so I can see it every day as I walk in and be like, oh, this is how I draw a skull, and it's sort of ingrained into me. And that's it actually. Yeah, there's nothing else on my wall. I used to have like a bunch of posters up, but I was like, I'm gonna put them away and chill on that. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably pull them up much later on. But yeah. So I guess in some regards, I'm a bit of a minimalist. I have like a bunch of shit that I need to get rid of from my room and free up some space. I have a Full Metal Alchemist box set that needs to go under my bed. I have a bunch of boxes and stuff outside. Yeah, I own a bunch of shit. Like, I need to get rid of this. But yeah, minimalism, man. I think you guys should definitely check out minimalism if you guys want to. I don't think I actually talked about what I wanted to talk about, and I forgot what I wanted to talk about. So I guess that's just my experience with minimalism and what I think minimalism is about and what my hopes are for minimalism in the future. Check out reddit.com/r/minimalism because it's super awesome. It has a lot of information on minimalism and different kinds of minimalism and stuff like that. Yeah, so check that out. Check me out on. I think I'm gonna wind down now. Wow, what is with my words today, man? I don't even know. But yeah, it was awesome doing this rant again. Not again, but like another one today. It was super awesome. I hope you guys are well. Leave a comment down. Tell me if you are well. Well, I guess PM me. That's even better. But yeah, if you have any questions about minimalism, maybe like you're like, what the fuck? I just listened to 20 minutes of pure shit, and I'm like, yeah, you probably did. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for the shitty podcast. I totally should have probably done this better. I can't be bothered to redo it, so sorry. So check me out on Twitter at Unreal Resolve. Check me out on Tumblr, Unlimited Resolve tumblr.com, excuse me. And then YouTube, obviously, and then sleepinggeeks.com, which is where I currently write stuff for Sleeping Geeks. These will probably all be in the description, to be honest. Yeah, they'll probably be in the description below on the box. So, yeah. I will eventually put them in the description. I was actually meant to be editing a video. Like, the video should be, like, uploading right now, but I should probably edit that video. And by edit, I mean just, like, render it, and that's it. That's all I have to do. Whoops. But yeah, I'll check you out, guys, later. I hope you guys are all well. Have a great day, because I'm having a great day today. I'm trying to just kill time until 23 minutes in like 5 seconds. And I hope you guys will stay healthy. Peace. So, yeah. Anyway, I want to talk about minimalism in this particular podcast. I've recently gotten into minimalism for a bunch of different reasons, right? Minimalism is basically, I don't know, there's a lot of definitions of minimalism, and it's like how would you say, it's like there's many schools of thoughts, and there's a broad understanding of minimalism. You know, it's got a number of different properties to it, and you know, all of these things whilst also being conflicting. Yeah. Unlimited rants. Anyway, throughout this podcast, I'm probably going to be drinking a lot of water, and I'm probably going to have to edit this because I'm probably going to have to pee a lot. But also, excuse the background noise. Still have my window open because I need to get my dad to turn the thing off. I'm pretty sure I just have to turn the knob, but just in case, I don't want to fuck it up because I'm a dumbass. Could also mean minimalism, right? So like, you know, like if you see somebody and you see somebody else who's vastly different, they're both, you know, they can still both be minimalists in their own right. So it's basically like stripping away at the essentials, and it's kind of utilitarian. Yo guys, Unlimited Resolve here. also known as Ty, bringing you another episode of Unlimited Rants. I should probably make like a bunch of different like titles and stuff, and oops, that's not what I wanted to do. But nah, I think I'll just keep it like this. I think I'll just keep calling it